Elden Ring Nightreign is not a DLC, folks, so don't treat it like one. Here's some early impressions from dropping in for several hours. Regardless of where Nightreign lands, it's a good thing because it means From Software will learn a lot more about co-op multiplayer, matchmaking, and our needs for crossplay and more. There's no crossplay or cross-save. Oof. Moving on. Even with experience, Nightreign is overwhelming at first. You just feel powerless in your first several hours, and it seems that knowledge of how am I going to speed run through the map's best waypoints will be your first true power. Part of each match is grinding runes from level 1 to, say, level 10 or beyond. So far, the early hours grind hasn't resulted in noticeable permanent power, which is largely from the relic upgrades. You gain those from matches or the currency you earn, and those can be slotted across your 8 character classes to create the basis of builds. It's also very difficult to matchmake and expect much cohesion. There's no voice or prox chat, and even with a ping system, it means you probably won't be beating your first Night Lord, the huge end bosses that await you. Early game players need to stick together, but I expect as experience and knowledge grow, this will start to feel a lot different. So I wouldn't judge it on your first weekend if you're matchmaking. You also need a team that will try to run full rounds for 30+ minutes to get to that target Night Lord boss. On PC, I encountered a number of matchmaking issues where I had to restart the expedition to get into a match, otherwise it would just hang there. Outside that frustration, it's been okay. In general, I'm feeling some kind of hook to want to gain power. That's just what these games are about. That FromSoft DNA, it's absolutely there. It just feels so scattered as you're forced to rush. But if you can find team play that results in a quicker leveling up, I think it's going to be a lot more fun. It's just punishing at first. This rush setup can make it feel kind of clunky in a way at first. You can leap off cliffs and run constantly at top speed to try to make up for it, but you sort of feel like you're tripping over yourself with all this inexperience. And it can be especially frustrating when the first circle pushes in quickly on you and you have no easy way to climb out of a cavern. In part, it's on you for not planning ahead and using the map, but in part, it also just feels frustrating and clunky because it just moves so fast. Meanwhile, the map is just filled with random loot and items everywhere. It feels at odds with Elden Ring to be rushing to grab this loot, but again, that's where I believe you're going to have to just gain experience and tick away at that powerless feeling until it becomes easier. At first, the real power comes from this basic experience, like knowing where to go to increase your healing charges and quickly clearing enemies and manageable bosses to try to get your levels up. That said, you can spend runes to increase your weapon level or buy other buffs. The extra damage can also pay off, but at least in the beginning, I felt like killing enemies quickly and leveling up was just the best bet. All your teammates' kills also contribute to the same experience pool to help you level up. It also takes a while to get used to the Battle Royale ring closing in on you. It's all about time management. You just have to get used to using your map and understanding the tools in there. Unless you have a leader telling you where to go, I didn't find it that productive to just wander around. There's no time for that in this version of Elden Ring. So is Nightreign any good? I need to play more, but it's a cool experiment. It's definitely a multiplayer drop it and loot type experience. Don't expect that if you like a slow, plotting action RPG from Elden Ring, that it will just magically translate to Nightreign. However, that amazing FromSoft art and style is all here. It looks awesome and is packed with bosses, gear, and more from the worlds of Elden Ring and beyond. Seeing that along with some of the music and cutscenes may be worth it on its own. So catch me dropping in live on stream to see where my impressions land in the hours ahead. Thanks, Nightfarers, and Godspeed.